sum it up a bit.
Yeah, initial disappointment obviously, but so proud of the journey that all those lads that they've been on, and even us as management group. I think me personally, I think we've had a well worked year and a good experience, and I'm proud of what we've done, and proud of the lads.
Fought to the death tonight, but I suppose ultimately you'd accept a better team won.
Yeah, they probably were a better team, all right. There was a period there we just wanted to get back to 3 points and maybe just try and steal a goal or something at the end. But in fairness to Offaly, they were good all over the field, but I thought they were particularly good. Being able to pick off long range scores when we thought we were kind of back into the game, they were able to just keep us pinned back and kept the distance all the time, and just obviously the clock ran out and time ran out for us, and the better team won.
Yeah, there was a couple of times there when we might have pulled it back to 3. Then Offaly seemed to have maybe a 50-60 second pocket of dominance where they picked off a score or two just to settle again.
That's it, yeah, and that's obviously a sign of a good team, and for such a young team, a very mature team, to keep the distance. And when we got back to maybe 3 or 4 even, and they seemed to get the next score, and then maybe another score after that, and we were starting again from scratch trying to peel it back. So yeah, credit to them. They're a solid team and they'll do well in the All-Ireland final.
So the nervy start by both teams in the first couple of minutes, a couple of wides each. Then you got 4 points in a row, and maybe it looks as if you were going to settle, but they clawed their way back, and the goals were killers, right? They came at times when you didn't want them to come, and they probably came at maybe some mistakes where the ball was given away.
Yeah, and again, there's no good time to give away a goal, but just in, as you said, we were 4 points up. I think they scored a point, and then with 2 points, and then a goal and 1-3 without reply. So it was a cage enough start. I think both teams took a while to get into it, but I think credit to both of them. It was a good game. Played in a good manner, in a good fashion. So obviously goals are going to win games, and they got them.
And it's a similar thing in the second half. You started the second half so well, and then they hit us for a goal, and that kind of knocked the stuffing out of Clary at that time.
Yeah, and I thought we did respond a little bit better, even though, as you say, it was a sucker punch. We'd started half well, scored the first point, seemed like we were going well, and then next thing just goes in the other end. But in fairness to the lads, I think they kind of rallied after that and compose themselves again and try their best to get back into the game. So yeah, credit to Offaly, credit where it's due.
I suppose the next target now for Clergy is to bring those lads along, and bring them up a grade. And
yeah, well, for this group, yeah, but I think in for Clergy as a whole, I think this group is the model of what can be done. I think they're the first team that have kind of gone through without playing Forrestal and kind of concentrated on the development squad side of things. And they're a product of that, so there's nothing to say that there's another team behind us that could be in an All-Ireland final next year, or a Munster final, or whatever it is. So whatever about this group, I think there's evidence there that good structures and good, in fairness to Club Clare and County Board and good support massively helps develop these lads, and I think there's interest there from coaches that want to get involved. You're not going around begging people to be involved with Clare underage development squads. People putting their hands up and want to be part of it. And I think just from this group, as you said, I don't see why they couldn't be. Obviously, there is a gap now between 17s and 20s, which is something I think needs to be looked at. But they'll go on and they'll play Harty, and the following year they'll go on to their colleges and play colleges hurling. So there's plenty of hurling for these lads if they want to keep going, and I think they should.
8 games in a year, Brian. You spoke at the start that was your aim, get as many as possible, and they've seen every high and low right across this campaign, haven't they?
Yeah, it was. We were just saying it there, and I'd said it to you before, that it takes a couple of years to build up the experiences that these lads have developed in a couple of months. They've, as you said, 8 games, but in the 8 games had all sorts of different experiences, losing heavily to Galway, running all the way to extra time and penalties with Tip, going down to Páirc Uí Rinn. So there's a massive mixed bags of different experiences in there that you just don't get normally. So they fast-track their development in that aspect anyway, and it'll stand them in the long run.
1989, when these two met in an All-Ireland final, after that All-Ireland final, both of those teams, nearly all of those players became household names. So, that's what these lads have to look forward to if they want to pursue.
That's it, and I think judging on their character that we've been dealing with for the last 2 or 3 years, they all love their hurling. I think they'll relish that challenge and want to push on. And there wasn't many of them watching that 1989 final or the 1998 final for that matter, but they'll have heard, and the opportunities are there for them if they want to go on.
Yeah. Ryan, just the last thing, we were beaten by Offaly. We were disappointed, but we wouldn't begrudge to see Offaly coming back into the fray now.
No, it's good, and tonight I think they had a massive crowd following them, which might have played into their hands a couple of times. I think it might have influenced the referee a couple of decisions, but it's good to see the sport there. You could see it there last year when the under 20 football went on a run. So yeah, look, it's brilliant to see them back, and hopefully that can translate into adult hurling as well.
Yeah.
I suppose just on that, it was a tough ask of Clare supporters with the fixtures tomorrow, and Croke Park last week and Croke Park beckoning again this week and hopefully the following week. So it's a big ask of Clare followers, I suppose, to keep going every day. So maybe that might have made this crowd tonight not as big as we would have liked.
Yeah, but you can't fault the Clare supporters for that. It is a tough ask to come up to Thurles and then come back and go again tomorrow. So we appreciate all the support that they've offered us to date, and look, they're fully behind us. I know they would have been watching the TV tonight, and all would have been wishing us well. So look, it was a big ask to ask them to come twice.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, lads.